And let's see what awaits us inside. We could talk to you. It looks like we've got a lot more monsters on our hands all of a sudden. They're all over Felghana instead of just in the quarry. Things could get rough with Gardner protecting the town by his lonesome. By the way, you haven't seen Anya, have you? No, some Revalor missing from the house. Can't imagine what she plans on doing with it. Anything else? I should probably talk to Gardner. You still out here, buddy? No, Gardner is not there. I was wondering, I probably would have talked to him if I saw him. Elena came to my house a little while ago, and she had plenty to say, that's for sure. Mostly just nonsensical banter like old times, but that's the thing. It was just like old times. Strange, no? She seems to be in much better spirits than before, and for the life of me, I can't figure out what improved her mood. It's like the cloudy skies in her heart have begun to clear, and the sun's come shining through. Spirits have been pretty low lately for obvious reasons, but I think Elena's got the right idea. Just keep on moving. I should probably just head to the mayor's house, and we can deal with the rest of this stuff once we're done. This is it, right? Oh, Adol! Adol, you made it! Pierre just got back from the castle a little while ago. Seems Bishop Nicholas made a good case on his behalf, and the Count saw fit to let him go. Yes, he spoke far kinder things of me than I deserve. I owe him a tremendous debt of gratitude. Unfortunately, Chester was out on an errand for the Count at the time, so no answers were to be had on that front. And the bishop had no luck finding information on the statues either, I'm afraid. That is unfortunate, but we shall take the victories we can get, and the bishop is still there, so answers may yet be forthcoming. On another note, how did your investigation of the abandoned mine go, Adol? Adol recounted all the events that transpired in the abandoned mine and detailed the items he had acquired therein. Amazing! You're like a magnet for danger. Oh, thank you. Genos and Galbalan. I never thought I'd hear that name again, much less in this context. You know what it is then? It's an old local legend. Long ago, a great and terrible beast known as Galbalan came from across the sea and took control of Felghana. He had the power to transform the people and spirits under his influence into twisted, evil creatures, or so it goes. But one day a hero appeared, wielding a mighty sword. He was the warrior, Genos. He borrowed the powers of the gods and fought the beast, and at long last, against insurmountable odds, he won. And that's about the extent of what I know, I'm afraid. Legends like that aren't too popular these days. Barely anyone remembers them, save for old coots like me. I've certainly never heard it before, but that does remind me. I asked Bishop Nicholas earlier if he happened to know the origin of the Ilburn's ruins. Apparently it used to be a church of sorts, devoted to some long-lost pagan deity. Interesting. Given the circumstances of late, it's not unreasonable to suspect there may be a connection. There's also one more thing that bears mentioning. Out in the Siena Bay, there's an old deserted island we've always known by just one name, Genos Island. There was once a small village there, but it was ravaged and destroyed by disease 12 years ago. What? It happened 3 years before you arrived, so I'm not surprised you wouldn't know about it. Genos Village never had many dealings with Redmont, and the whole tragedy was so terrible, people rarely discuss it. I don't know much about the disease that killed them all, though, I'm afraid. According to the official statement from Valestein Castle, it was some sort of extremely severe fever. This doesn't instill a lot of hope. An island named for the hero who defeated Galbalan, totally annihilated. The voice Adol heard is seeming less and less implausible, and more frightening. Indeed. Adol, Doji's gone to speak with his master Bearheart. Perhaps you should meet with Bearheart as well. He's a rather eccentric man who's chosen a life of near solitude and devoted himself to studying the land's folklore. There's no one in Felghana who'd be more likely to know about Genos, Galbalan, the statues, and maybe even that voice. I believe I'll return to the castle and update Bishop Nicholas on what we've discussed here. If you decide to follow Doji, Adol, I suggest you exercise caution. The Elder Mountains are not hospitable. And that's actually all I really needed to do in Redmont. But there are other opportunities for me, so let's take care of them. We'll start with talking to Mayor Edgar some more. Perhaps you should visit Doji's master in the Elder Mountains. He's a rather eccentric man who's chosen a life of near solitude and, yeah, blah. We've gone through all that already. So nothing new from you. Let's head over here where we can find more nothing. Then we can head out and see what else awaits us further back. We'll talk to Ricardo here. So, Adol, guess you and Doji are headed off to fight on Felghana's behalf, huh? If there's anything at all we can do to help, just say the word. With you two fighting like storybook heroes, it'd look pretty bad for the rest of us to kick up our heels, you know? If there's anything at all we can do to help, just say the word. With you, right. Let's head... Yeah, we'll head back here, I don't think. No, there is... Well, there is more I can do, but not here. There's nothing here. First thing I want to take care of is here in the church. Talk to Father Pierre first. I'm sorry to have made you worry, Sister Nell. And Bishop Nicholas, too. I had no idea so many people cared so much about me. I'm both flattered and embarrassed. Adol, it appears my absence caused more of a ruckus than I ever thought possible. The whole town was worried about me. I assumed I could slip away unnoticed, but it seems I was mistaken. I'm truly ashamed to have spawned such unease. From the sounds of it, I was to be locked away in the castle dungeon, were I to remain in their custody much longer. Instead, I was held in a waiting room, as the dungeon was already occupied by another prisoner. The guards addressed him as a young man, and they seemed strangely hesitant to have me meet or even catch sight of him. That does not sound good. Let's talk to Sister Nell. Welcome back, Father Pierre. I'm relieved you made it back home safely. Yeah, it's not actually Sister Nell. I thought it was her, but not quite her. I do hope, however, that you'll be more mindful of your position in the future. You had us worried sick. Father Pierre can be a tad unreliable from time to time, but he's one of the kindest and most selfless men I've ever met, always thinking of others first and foremost. I see improvement each day. In time, I believe he will meet or exceed the high standards set by his predecessor. Indeed, he is far purer and more selfless than I. Father Pierre improves each day. In time, I believe he'll... Right. We have seen that. So, let's talk to you, who actually has the thing. This is Anya again. Hey, Mr. Adol, you want to play a game with me? Yes, we do. Really? You'll play? You're super awesome, mister. I want to play treasure hunt, except you'll be the hunter and I'll be the pirate who hid all the booty. Arr! Avast ye, scallywag. Me treasure's been hid all across the scurvy town, and you're the only one who can find it. There'll be 4 stashes of rich stuff. If you can find them all, you'll be the king of the pirates. Now go, for I make ye walk the plank. Talk some more. Right. There'll be 4. I buried them myself, by which I mean I hid them all across this landlubbing town. Do you need a hint, you filthy barnacle? 2 of me treasures be baking in the sun, and 2 of them be indoors. I made sure to hide them good, and let me tell ya, there'll be no X mark in these spots. They shouldn't be too difficult for me to find. If you don't keep a sharp eye, you'll look right past them. So get moving, you scallywag. All right, first one is inside the church, which is why I thought it was in here. Now I can like hop up here and can I just hop and then there? Careful. Dash is not helpful here. No, can I just hop up? They won't let me double jump there. They won't let me like double jump except for there. No, damn it. I might have to turn off dash for a second so I can do this. There. Oh, apparently I could just get it from there. The shiny stuff turned out to be Revalor, so I got 20 of those. Let's head out some more. We have more things to take care of. Let's head in here. Oh. Is that it? Back here? I thought I saw something. 10 more Revalor there. Let's talk to Hugo. Hey, Mr. Adol, there's something I wanted to ask you. My little Picard buddies have been severely under the weather lately. I looked up their symptoms and it sounds like they got themselves some kind of disease. But how? I mean, I've always pampered them and showered them with love and protection, so how come they got sick? They've never gotten sick on my watch before, and certainly not this badly. I think they might even be dying. They just keep getting weaker and weaker. Wait, did you have a thing for me? Yeah, he actually did have a thing for me. We'll have to take care of that as we go, I think. There's an herb called a berm leaf that grows in the Elder Mountains. It's supposed to be like a pickered cure-all, but it's kind of rare and hard to find, and I'm way too young and fragile to scale those icy monster-infested slopes. I just don't know what to do. What I need is a hero who'll risk it all for great justice and cute picards. So he wants me to get something from Elder Mountains. I'll take care of that eventually. What will you do? How much does he want? Oh, you have it? Will you sell me 50 hunks of Revalor for 2,500 gold? Yes, I will, because I have more than that to spare. All right, the deal is done. Here's your 2,500 gold. I got 2,500 gold. I can't believe you've gotten a hold of so much Revalor with things as they are. You're really something else. If you get any more spare Reval in the future, you'll know where I'll be. Next up, let's see if you can find me. How about 200 hunks of Reval? What do you say? Come on, they're gonna bite my head off if I don't have enough Revalor by the sale date, and I mean that's literally. So those are one outside and one inside. Let's head back here, actually, for another piece of Revalor, even though we've already been here. There it is. $10 more Revalor there. Let's continue on. We'll head back a little bit. Head in here. And here we can find Locust. Foreigners have started saying that Felghana is cursed. Damn fools, every one of them. What evidence do they have to justify that statement? Just because we have a few monsters, suddenly we're cursed? Apparently, well, I would say yes. Just a few monsters? Yeah, that'd do the trick. Nobody in here. No Valor in there either. Here we can find Harold. Never mind trading. We don't even have food for the dinner table right now, nor any other daily necessities. What does McGuire expect us to do? Has he just tried to kill us slowly and spinelessly? I've actually considered leaving town, but there are monsters everywhere out there, and I'm not trained to fight. I'd never be able to survive on my own, much less with my family. And then he just says the same thing again. Let's head down here. It won't let me, like, jump over railings. I don't know, it's just a weird little thing. Believe I talked to you? Yep. Talked to Fiona already. So let's head into Aida's house. Bob's remains lie unmarked in the cold, uncaring darkness of the quarry, half buried in rubble, forgotten and alone. I don't mean to sound morbid, but I just can't stop thinking about it. Dear Lord, please keep watch over Bob's soul and grant him continued respite within your divine light. May he remain always in the eternal embrace of his dearly departed parents. How sweet. We talked to Dewey. Right, we did talk to Dewey. This is the problem with doing things like not in a set order. But we have not talked to Paul here. Hunger doesn't wait for peace. Peace waits for hunger to be sated, and my belly's roaring like a wildfire. But then I haven't been working much, so I haven't been eating as much either, so I guess it makes sense. And please wipe out all the monsters so I can eat yummy food again, without feeling like the blubbery picard I am. I haven't been working, so I haven't been eating. My belly's roaring like a wildfire. And then the same thing. Now, it should be in the inn somewhere. Huh. Let's just talk to the people in the inn. I came to Felghana looking for some work, but, well, what did I say? You'll rue the day? Yeah, I'm ruined. I swore on this ring I'd make it to full-blown knighthood, but... Hey, wait a second. Why's my finger got nothing on it? Where's my damn ring? It's gone. It's really gone. Oh, I'm so screwed. Where the hell could I have lost it? Oh, I had it when I left for Valestein Castle. Hey, Red, old buddy, old pal, you haven't seen a strange ring lying around conspicuously, have you? And now we do have a couple more things to take care of, so we'll have to take a look at that. Hey, Adol, have you seen Elena? I haven't seen her even once today. Where could she have wandered off to now? What's wrong, Adol? Are you worried about Elena? She's still just as much a tomboy as she ever was, as far as I'm concerned. I shudder to think about it, but I'll bet she left town. Monsters be damned. No matter what we tell her, Elena just can't seem to stay put. She's always out getting herself into trouble. I shudder to think about it, but I'll bet you she left town. Monsters be damned. Alright. Elena's worked here ever since the place opened. She's probably taking a break because of the whole thing with Chester. She's a good enough cook to take Margot's place in the kitchen, though, without a doubt. Elena's worked it right. That's the same thing. Can't jump over chairs. Like, they gave me a double jump. Can't use it indoors. Can't use it too often at all. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Doesn't look like there's anything here. It should actually be behind the counter. Ah! I think I see it. No? There? There it is. And we got 10 more Revalor. It was probably in a spot that I'm not sure you could see, because I couldn't see it from either side, but it was behind the counter after all. Let's head in and talk to Cynthia. I have a rather eclectic stock of items on hand, and at least a few of them are chock full of innate spiritual energy. Not surprisingly, the vast majority of them come from that small island out on Sienna Bay. That's where belief in the spirits is most deeply rooted, after all. But, well, I have to admit, it's kind of creepy having them around, given what happened there. Anything else? 12 years ago, the people living on that island out in the bay were overtaken by disease. No one survived. Sure wish I'd had a chance to talk to them while they were still around. They seem like a wise, interesting people.